Now I would like to ask the Vice Chair, Mr. Janis Karklins, the Assistant Director General of UNESCO, to make his welcoming remarks. Mr. Karklins, please.
Thank you, Mr. Minister. Excellency Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski, Excellency President of Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame, Honorable Mr. Carlos Slim, Honorable Secretary General of ITU, Dr. Toure, distinguished commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome all commissioners and their representatives on behalf of UNESCO's Director General, Ms. Irina Bokova. Unfortunately, she couldn't be with us today because of the ministerial meeting on science and technology in Africa, in Nairobi. I would like to use this opportunity to thank the host government and particularly Prime Minister and Minister Ivanovsky for their hospitality and the excellent arrangements for the meetings. Let me share with you some ideas and some activities of UNESCO related to broadband and Broadband Commission's work. Broadband enables the flow of information as never before. It connects and empowers people as never before. The events of Arab Spring testified to the enabling power of the modern communication technologies and social networks in the hands of willful and determined people. At the same time, we witness increasing attempts of controlling, censoring and filtering of Internet. UNESCO's position on these questions are very clear. Freedom of expression and access to information are vital for strong democracies, for the achievement of Millennium Development Goals, and for stability and security overall. Everyone has a right to seek, receive, impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. This is Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. They are indeed universal, even if they are not universally applied by all. These principles must be respected in the real and the virtual world. This requires commitment and action from all of us at several levels. First, we must create an enabling environment that works to promote freedom of expression and freedom of connection. Second, we must design new ways to promote media literacy, to improve people with the skills they need to make the most of these new tools. We must realize also it is not enough to connect. We must share and have access to genuinely diversified and quality content. We must support local production and applications, and Mr. Carlos Slim spoke about it very, very nicely. The international community has engaged in the debate about post-2015 arrangements. It is important for the Broadband Commission to formulate its views and contribute to this overall global reflection. Discussions on two draft papers during the course of this day should help in formulating Commission's views. The Commission should be ambitious but realistic. We need to balance and share the wealth of experience of this Commission in guiding future developments. We should remember that the broadband infrastructure development alone will not bring the expected return on investment, as well as economic and social development, if it is not accompanied by development of broadband-enabled applications and services in different languages. Only harmonious development of different broadband ecosystem elements will contribute to the development of knowledge societies, which are based on four fundamental pillars: freedom of expression, quality education for all, universal access to information and knowledge, and respect for cultural and linguistic diversity. Without these elements, one cannot expect to build harmonious and inclusive knowledge societies and benefit fully from technological advancements. Let me briefly update the Commission on some related work and activities of UNESCO. In the framework of our work to use of ICTs for education, UNESCO, in partnership with 3 companies represented here in the Commission, namely Microsoft, Intel, and Cisco, recently released the second version of ICT Competency Framework for Teachers, which sets a standard of minimum required skills for teachers using ICTs in classroom. In June 20 to 22 June, UNESCO will host the World Open Education Resource Congress, aiming at promoting and sharing under open license of the educational resources developed with public funding. This initiative was created 10 years ago at UNESCO and has gotten traction in many countries. These two developments are UNESCO's contribution to the effective use of broadband in the classroom. Broadband and computers are not sufficient to increase quality of education. Skilled teachers, appropriate teaching methodologies, and educational resources adapted to the ICTs are additional indispensable elements that are needed to increase the quality of education. And finally, right after the Broadband Commission meeting in New York, UNESCO, with partners such as WIPO, Google, Microsoft, and University of British Columbia, will host a conference in Vancouver, September 26-28, to address the complex issues of digitization and digital preservation. Apart from awareness raising about these complex tasks, we aim at reviewing the UNESCO 2003 Charter on Digital Preservation and soliciting industry commitment to a long-term accessibility to information saved in currently used formats. The registration to the conference is already open, and we would like to invite commissioners to actively participate in this conference. I'm looking forward to the discussion, and I will come back to some points under relevant agenda items. I thank you for your attention.